This is RML695, and I'm here with JLS1114.
Hello.
One of the things that she and I repeatedly get on our videos, aside from all the positive comments and the insight, are comments from people that basically, well, let's just say they're uneducated. Not in the sense that they're not, intelligent, but they're uneducated in the sense of, how to act, around people with disabilities. You could just talk to us just like the way you would talk to anybody else, any of your friends. Here's the drill. There's one philosophy that I've started, I think it was maybe last year, and I plan to carry with me to my grave. I actually brought this topic up in a class I was taking, and I decided to keep it. They just were random words out of my mouth. And I thought, I better keep this, and I've decided to hang on to it till the day I die. Those words are as follows. You will never understand us unless you are one of us. You could take as many classes as you want. You could be around people who have disabilities. I've got a few friends with cerebral palsy. I've got several friends who are low vision or blind. But, like I said, you have to walk let's see, how's that go? You have to walk a mile in someone's shoes in order to see how they really are, or something like that?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. But that's my gig. You will never understand us unless you are one of us. So, for those of you who dare, I've got a challenge for you. Take something that would be about the size of one of our canes. What would you say? Maybe a yardstick or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, take a yardstick or something thereof. Put a blindfold on and actually try to navigate around for 24 hours in your own house. Try to live your daily life as you would normally. I prefer to do this on a weekend, though, because it's best you not do it when your, shall we say, lack of orientation could cost your job. But when you have a free moment, actually try this. That's a good way to get in the shoes of somebody who is blind or who has low vision. JLS, what do you think?
First off, on the words that you said you would take to your grave, I could not agree with that any more. 100%, definitely. Another thing I also want to say is people tell me all the time that I have said this in a video too. People tell me all the time that, hey, so they're just afraid to ask, and I can't. This is words that I have that I will take to my grave, which is you don't know unless you ask. So I know most people would rather you ask than to assume, because then you'll act negatively, and you won't learn anything unless you ask us. So please ask if you don't know, or you'll never learn.
And I always put the opportunity out there. I always say to new people I meet, hey, if you have any questions, go for it. I don't care.
Exactly.
I even told my professor the other night, because my bit is adaptive technology for people who are blind or have low vision, and I said to him, if you have any questions regarding the technology or regarding blindness in general, I've often been looked to as an example in many of my classes because I've been through the system. That is, having an IEP and so forth, because I'm majoring in special ed. And I've been a lot of times I've been asked to provide examples, my experience. And like I said, a lot of times, you can read about it, but unless you truly actually try it, I've got some videos on my YouTube channel, the voiceover challenge and the JAWS challenge. Watch those and actually try them out. The idea is that it's to get the sighted community who has never used this technology before, or community of people who are sighted, who have never used this technology before, to actually use it. And I think I'm getting a much bigger response with the voiceover challenge, because if you have an iPhone 3GS, you already have the screen technology aboard, so you can take advantage of this. A lot of people that have been commenting on the Jaws challenge have been telling me, hey, wait a moment, are you talking about the movie? And I'm not. So, you got anything more you want to add, JLS?
Sorry, just laughing about that. That was funny.
Yeah.
I have another really quick challenge to give you an example of another disability, actually, because I have tried this myself, and my brother has this disability, so it put me in his shoes. So it was quite interesting. He was happy I did it, which is he's hearing impaired. And for a sign language class I took, I had to watch a full program without closed caption and even comment on the commercials and just watch it. And you'll realize without closed caption how much you really will not get without just by going by visual.
And same thing with us here in the blindness low vision community. We need these audio captions, and it seems like they're just not happening. Now I have a question. Your brother has a hearing disability. My question to you is, I've actually, in my intro to special ed class, we actually tried sign language. Now, when you combine lack of vision with something visual, it was, I mean, I was totally lost when it came to sign language, because some of the signs, I think it was because of the quality of the printout, but some of the signs looked a lot alike.
They are. It's very easy to do one thing and constantly tell us that a lot of the swears in sign language, believe it or not, is really close to a regular word.
So you could be giving somebody, so you could mean to give them a regular word, but because you get it confused, you end up actually giving them the finger. Exactly.
So yeah, I should make a video on. So I took a sign language class, so I know a little sign language. So I might do something with that. Yeah.
And I've got a video up, by the way, a couple that I put up a good while back. I believe I still have it up. It's called iBraille, and for those of you who have a Macintosh, go ahead and Google iBraille. Download it, and the idea here is that you can actually try typing Braille for yourself. Now, it's not near as good as the Duxbury Braille Translator for Windows, because what the DBT does is it will go ahead and present you the print material down in a yellow area at the bottom with the Braille up on top. That's not the case with iBraille, but it's the closest thing I've found. They used to have DBT for OS 9, but now that Apple stopped supporting OS 9, you can't get it anymore. But something along those lines, actually pick up. They even have, it costs a pretty penny. It's about $250. But they have a full Braille keyboard that's about the size of a mini QWERTY that can hook up into a Windows or Mac computer, and you can use it to type, in your instant messages and actually play around with it and try it for yourself. What do you think?
Wow, that's pretty interesting. I didn't know anything about that. Yeah.
We have about a minute and a half, a little less. Anything further you want to say?
Probably all I would really want to say is just please ask questions, and you'll find out more. Thank you again, everybody.
All right. Well, like I said at the beginning, and I will say this at the end, you will never understand us truly unless you are one of us. So thank you for watching. Thank you, JLS, for participating.
Thank you.
Comments are welcome, and have a nice day.